Hello, everyone. Welcome to Moon Mage. This is weekly tarot messages. If you're new here, these are just quick tarot messages. Essentially, we're just looking at the potential energies, challenges, along with some guidance and advice that you can hopefully navigate your week ahead in the best possible way. I always tell everybody to give themselves a second to feel into messages 1 through 4, not overthinking it, and those will be your messages moving forward for the week. And I also always let everybody know that regardless of the dates that these weekly tarot messages come with, when you land on them is when you were meant to hear them. So don't worry too much if you find yourself looking at one of these videos and it's weeks or months later. It was when you were meant to receive that particular message. So if you haven't already, give yourself a second to feel into messages 1 through 4, and I will get started here with message number 1. Hello, message 1. What do my beautiful message ones need to know going into this week ahead? Showing up for my message 1 choosers. Ooh, it says big happy changes. Nice. That's always a good card to see. Let's pull some more cards to see what these big happy changes have to do with. But that's a great card to come out for you. A lot of times that can lean on opportunities too that could lead to these big happy changes, but we shall see. Wow. Okay. So it says reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. Yeah. It seems like a new beginning for you where this is really positive change and really good energy showing up. Interesting. I did a short, and this is the card that was pulled for the short that I did for Friday. So powerful energy. If you saw that, it's sort of like reconfirming that you really do have the opportunity to reinvent yourself because you've got really good energy and changes coming your way. It definitely feels like opportunities of some kind for some of you. But it feels like too, before we've pulled the rest of the cards, I'm going to just boldly say, I think it is going to have a trickle down effect. So it doesn't just affect one area of your life. It feels bigger like that. It's interesting. I have the song You Are Beautiful in my head. I'm wondering if there's something about being seen in some kind of way or allowing yourself to be noticed and kind of like stepping into the spotlight in some kind of way. Maybe that's something that causes a little bit of insecurity or anxiety for some of you. Just a message I feel like I'm receiving for some of you that need to know that you are beautiful. You bring a beautiful light to the world in some kind of way, and you should be stepping up into the light more and allowing yourself to be seen and your voice to be heard. Don't know who that's for, but it just feels like I needed to say that. Okay. Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Big happy changes. Just really confirming this energy. And it sounds almost like Wands energy. Which one am I thinking of? Or the Chariot, where it's coming in really fast. And that can be destabilizing, right? Especially if we feel like we have to make quick decisions and we're not sure we're ready for it, especially with that energy I was feeling of like, you are beautiful no matter what they say, like this feeling of I'm a little bit of fearful of being seen this way or stepping up in this way or something to that effect. But it's time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. Yeah, and I feel like that's like, don't let your emotions get in the way and talk you out of something that could be really good. It's another Michael card. 8 of Michael. Okay, and it says you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. Okay, so big heads up that your emotions are very likely to come in and try to destabilize you in some kind of way, bring in some fear. Be really mindful of it. This is your heads up to not allow that to happen. As it says, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So maybe start there because this is in the challenge position. How can you free your mind and clear up, the chatter going on in there, the negative talk? I feel like that would be a good place to start. Maybe doing some meditation if that's something that works for you, going for walks, using positive affirmations to really connect to your heart and what it is you truly want. Because it feels like really good opportunity that you could potentially miss due to maybe a little bit of disempowered thinking, self-esteem issues, fear and anxiety around stepping up or not feeling good enough, like imposter syndrome in some kind of way. Yeah. Okay. 7 of Raphael, time to make a decision. Wow. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. And I feel like that detoxification has to do with the thoughts you think and the way that you see yourself and view yourself. It needs to be changed. And Raphael is the archangel of healing. Maybe call him in to help cancel, clear, and delete past negative thinking, recurring negative thoughts that you have about yourself, your abilities, your potential. Needing to really clear that out, old ways of thinking and patterns. Also, all these colors here they represent the chakras. This card always asks you to look at which one is calling you the most, which color you're attracted to. And that's your heads up about where you need the most clearing. So look into whatever that chakra is, what it's about. And I would say give yourself over to even just 5 or 10 minutes each day this week to clear that center out. Yeah, and it'll help you to be more decisive. I do feel like there's some energy in the crown with negative thinking, but I also am feeling it for some of you in the solar plexus, disempowered, not feeling good enough, capable enough, which could also actually potentially go down to the sacral, right? Because that we're being asked to go more logical here rather than emotional. And when our emotions are imbalanced, that's connected to our abdomen or our sacral chakra. Feelings of worthiness and stuff keeps coming out for me, for you guys. Nice. 9 of Raphael. So you've got 2 Michael. Okay, that's connected to strength, swords energy, mental energy, and 2 Raphael, water, heart energy, healing. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Wow. Yeah, you have really positive, good energy being shipped your way. And I feel like this is very much connected to opportunities. I do sense that for some of you, this is going to look like you stepping up in some sort of way, maybe taking a leadership role or eventually leading to that. And there's going to be some fear that is evoked in you because of this anxiety, that imposter syndrome energy, feelings of less than that you're going to want to work on so that you don't miss this positive energy being shipped your way. Yeah, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Yeah, and it's sort of like embrace it, accept it. It's coming for you. You deserve this. Repeat that to yourself over and over again. I deserve this beautiful change coming my way. And I'm fully and entirely capable of leaning into it and doing these things. Wow. And 7, 8, 9, right? I feel like it's a bit of a message from the universe, right? 7, start here. It's time to make a decision, get clear, heal out, and detoxify the energies that are keeping you tamped down, that make you feel less than, right? And then you can be free and make a courageous choice to say yes to this positive change. And then you end up in this 9 energy of making a wish and your dreams becoming a reality. It's like a reality. It's like a map, 7, 8, 9. That's crazy. Okay. Message 1. This feels really good. The energy showing up for you over the next week or so is going to be really beautiful, really optimistic, and very opportunistic. So if you have been restless and knowing that you're in need of a change and have desires that feel like they've always just been on the outside of your periphery and you can't get to them, I feel like you're going to start to see opportunities to lean in more this week, to connect to all the good energy and all the good things that you deserve. So it's really about clearing out those patterns and thoughts that make you feel like, I don't know if I can have this. I don't know if I'm good enough. You are. There it is. Be a light to others. You are a light and you should be stepping in the light more. Message 1. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. 100%. So you are meant to take the lead. You are meant to be a teacher of sorts in some capacity. You are being asked to step up, take a leadership role and into the light, and all the opportunities to start doing that starts to show up rather this week. And it's yes energy. I'm saying you should boldly go for this thing. And when you recognize that you're thoughts about yourself, the negative beliefs and patterns start showing up, it's time to take a time out, step back, and eradicate them so that you don't miss these beautiful changes that want to come your way. Message 1. It feels really good otherwise for you guys this week. I'm going to leave that there. I hope that you all have the best week. Take care, guys. Hello, message 2. What do my beautiful message 2s need to know going into this week? What kind of energy is showing up for my... Oh, I've got 2 cards that fell. I'm going to have to pause. They flew out everywhere. 1 second here, message 2. Okay, message 2. I had to pause because I had these cards fly out in 2 different directions and 2 fell out. And I kind of wish that didn't happen so that you could just see me lift these cards up because it's double yeses. Yes, with an exclamation mark. And then yes, which is insane. Yes and yes. Yes, yes. So if you've been like struggling to come up with, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? And you've been pulled in a direction, it's like you're getting a double yes. It's like extreme go for it energy, whatever this is. Can I trust this thing? Yes, and double yes. It's crazy. 2 yeses. It's sort of like if you've been overthinking a situation and really indecisive, this is like spirit coming to say, okay, we want you to stop overthinking this. We just want you to say, know that this is a yes for you. Go towards this thing, this person, this situation, this opportunity. I can't believe that. Double yeses. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Jealousy. Watch who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Spend time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. Interesting with these double yeses. So for some of you, you might be like getting a confirmation here, a very strong confirmation that if you suspect somebody isn't as supportive as they could be, or is feeling jealous around you, or has jealousy and envy connected to your energy, and so maybe they're not being as supportive, positive, helpful, or maybe even a little bit sinister. I think you're right. I feel like this is your heads up, but I'm interested to see what other cards come out with this. Because it's a double yes, it almost feels like this could be 2 separate things. Like, yes, you're accurate in recognizing that maybe there's a particular person or people that aren't as supportive as they could be, that they are holding jealous energy around you or connected to you. And that's a yes, but there could be something else that's a yes too, but we'll see what other cards come out here. Very, very, very confirming though so far. Like, especially if you needed like a very straightforward answer around something and you've been overthinking it with double yeses. Just yep. Don't overthink anymore. You're right. Yes. Go this way. Yes to that thing that you thought, that person. What the heck just happened there with my shuffling? I don't even know. My goodness. These cards are a little stiff and I have a card that's going to fall out. So we're just going to take that. All right. Yeah, there's definitely somebody around you guys that doesn't have your best interest at heart or isn't as authentic in the things they do or say as they might have once been or appeared to have been in the past. Okay. New beginnings, Archangel Jeremiah, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Interesting with that jealousy card there too, right? And needing to spend time outdoors. You're going through a big shift, I think, here, message 2. Massive new beginnings coming in, and it's positive. There are good things that surround this, and it feels like disconnecting from people who just didn't have, who weren't real. They were a bit fake, not authentic. And it feels really good to be disconnecting from that kind of energy for my group 2s here. Yeah, it's time to start over. It's a yes to starting new. If you had thoughts about moving somewhere, whether it's, within the place that you live now or to a completely new place or location, I feel like that could be a thing for some of you. And if you've been like mulling it over, I feel like it's yes energy to that as well. Knight of Gabriel, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. This is in the challenge position. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. And I think maybe you're just second guessing your own instincts because it's coming in the challenge position. So again, yes to what you're thinking, what these ideas are, what you're feeling creative about, inspired to do. It's yes. You should go for it. Take action on it. No more thinking about it. Just do it. Nike approach. Two of Michael. It will be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem. Yeah, find a compromise. And maybe you're even butting heads with a partner, that you have, not being able to see eye to eye. And so rather than creating a bridge, it's sort of like the bridges are getting burned, or it's just been frustrating to navigate it. I feel like this can be easily changed if you take a step back and look again. Or speak up about whatever these things that you've been swirling around in your mind have been. It will all be better if you just make a decision, overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. Yeah, I feel like that energy is going to show up for you this week or whenever you're landing on this video. The solutions and how to navigate this. Page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So there may be new career opportunities. You could literally be considering going back to school so that you can better yourself in some way. It feels like there's a lot of things that the universe is bringing up for message too. Like, I feel like for some of you, it is the pursuit of higher education to better yourself. It's moving, a literal move to somewhere new. It is something connected to your family life that's going to bring everybody together in the best possible way. And there's a strong energy about disconnecting from those that don't have your best interest at heart, who are kind of like wolves in sheep's clothing. But either way, like double yeses. I just find it crazy that two yes cards fell out. And trying to get out of overanalyzing mode, right? That's your big challenge, I think, for this week. Message 2 is when you catch yourself overthinking a situation and you're realizing that it's just causing you to make no decisions, give yourself like a time limit. Say, I can only think about this for the next 15 minutes, and then I have to start making a decision around it. What feels good? I'm always telling everybody to lead with their heart and then bring their head with you. And I feel like that's definitely a good thing to say for my message to choosers. Right. And I think you also don't want to miss an opportunity, because with the challenge here being to lean into confidence, enthusiasm, courage, and to take action, you don't want to let an opportunity pass you by because of overthinking. I think that's very human nature to do the thing, to be worried about all the what if energy, getting stuck in that. So just be mindful of that. Message 2. Ooh, okay. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Maybe some of you are dealing with a jealous partner and it's been hard to reconcile that, but there's an opportunity to do that, especially here with 2 of Michael and compromise. I feel like your message has a bunch of messages for many different people in this. It's like, we want to show you how to heal your connection. We want you to realize that things can be made new again, and that on the other side of that is crazy opportunity for change, and that you have good ideas for healing things out, for bringing new things in, for going in different directions. Yeah, don't give up on love, right? And it's right next to that too, where the 2 unicorns there are coming together. Okay, I was going to put these down and say I'm going to leave that there, but now I'm not. It says, don't settle for less on the bottom. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. Yeah. So really lean into these thoughts, these creative inspirations coming your way, trusting the niggles that you feel about people or situations. You've got so much energy being shipped your way that's going to be optimal for making positive change. It's just about trusting yourself to make these decisions and not being too worried about the what ifs, because there's what ifs around everything in our life, right? We have to take calculated risks, or our lives will never change. And I feel like that's a hard thing for some of my message to choosers, but you've got this, and you shouldn't settle for less than what you deserve. Okay, I think I really am going to leave that there. I hope all of you have the most amazing, beautiful week. And remember that you've got all this gorgeous yes energy around you. So really trust yourself and lean in. Take care, guys. Hello, message 3. What do my beautiful message 3 choosers need to know going into this week? What is showing up for message 3? Oh my gosh, big happy changes so far. I might end up regretting saying this, but so far there's been really good energy showing up for everybody this week. Big happy changes being shipped your way. New things on the horizon. All right, let's see what else we can pull with that. This card came up, I think it was message 1. So if you were not able to decide between message 1 and 3, that could be why. There might be some overlap here. Perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Big happy changes. Yeah. So also with perseverance is push through the frustration, any negative thinking that you might be dealing with right now, or just overall, exhaustion because you've been working so hard at something or towards something or cultivating whatever it is, like in the cultivating stage, right? Where it's almost like planting seeds and you can't see the full fruits of your labor yet. This is just your heads up from spirit and the universe saying keep going, because it is going to lead to big happy changes. Like you're on the right track. And if it means that maybe you need to take a little step back for a minute, kind of regroup and get your energy sorted, that's okay. Do that and then back at it, kind of go back into that perseverance energy. This is saying wonderful changes ahead and not to give up. So also for some of you, if you're frustrated because things aren't happening quick enough, I feel like this is your heads up from spirit to just simply not give up, because it really is going to lead somewhere positive. This feels like this week's messages so far have felt like listening to motivational videos. All right. Whoop. There we go. Okay. 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Okay. So this suggests to me there was something emotionally unfulfilling that happened that maybe caused you to feel, emotionally upset, angry, frustrated, that energy of don't give up. You've been going through it. It looks like here, message 3. You've had some hard things that just not panned out or worked your way, worked out for you in the best possible way. And you might be tied up in that energy right now. But this was your heads up that time is coming to an end, that cycle of hardship. And it's time to start embracing a new one coming your way. Again, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And searching for the silver lining when we've been going through it is really, really hard. I feel like it's something that's much easier to do years down the road. But if this is showing up for you, I feel like there might be some sort of epiphany that you could lean into or that wants to be shipped your way about what didn't work out. So there's something about that. Okay, 10 of Ariel. There is very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. And 10 of Ariel is connected to a happy, a stable family life. Now, perhaps some of you have been going through really hard things in this area of life, and it's been anything but positive or happy. There is much to be grateful for here, though. And as this says, financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life, where it's like stability wants to come in, especially if you were lacking stability before, or it was just always eluding you. And it's been a really frustrating journey trying to get to that. This is suggesting, because it's in the challenge position, that it has been, but this wants to change. There's something new that wants to come in here. Almost like Maybe something that you didn't know or see that was outside of your periphery is going to be brought to you for you to see more clearly, and you'll be able to make a connection to this energy in a positive way so it's no longer challenging. We'll see what else. This week's all about decisions. Release yourself from that which holds you back. I need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Archangel Jophiel and its decision. Yeah. I think you've been through it. I think things have gone really sideways, and I feel like there's a frustration here for you guys where it just feels like nothing's ever really been working out for you, and it's been a lot of hard work and little reward. But I feel like this is the energy that wants to start turning for you. There's opportunities, things being shipped your way. It seems like there is for everybody this week that can bring you out of this energy. But if you don't detoxify the energy you have now and get out of the funk, you might miss it, which again seems to be another overarching message for everybody this week. Be confident in yourself, especially if you feel like you've made mistakes in the past and you're having a difficult time trusting yourself. Again, I feel like you're coming into energy where all that starts to turn around. Financial gain becomes possible. Security and stability is restored. I think that that's what a lot of this change has to do with for many of you, which also will bring your family life into a better state of balance, I think, too. Four of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Yeah, and I think I said it right at the start of the video. If you need to take a step back and breathe out a little bit, relax your energy a little bit before you make any decisions or move forward, right? With decision up there, do that, but don't give up on everything. Don't throw your hands up in frustration and just give up in general, because you do have good things that want to come your way. I really do think it'd be a good idea for you to take a step back this week before doing anything and make sure that you're in good shape mentally, emotionally, physically. Yeah, and it says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. That epiphany energy, I think there is some sort of epiphany, like it comes in quickly. So don't dismiss it, but I think you might miss it if you don't give yourself a little bit of a timeout, at least at the start of the week, or even just for a few minutes daily. And as it says, that getting more sleep seems to be really standing out to me too. It's really hard to pour from an empty cup. So give yourself permission for a little bit of a timeout to detoxify, to de-stress, because the main energy here is that big happy changes want to be shipped your way. This is going to bring in stability for your family life, for your financial life, where things I feel like have gone very sideways and wrong. And perseverance is the energy that spirit wants to get you to. But I do feel like for my group 3 choosers, more of this week is about getting yourself sorted first and allowing yourself this time, because you're going to receive some sort of divine wisdom or understanding or messaging that's going to help these situations. And it feels like in a really big way. All right. And that everything happens for a reason. You may not be able to see why things went sideways or wrong now. And I always say that God's redirection is God's protection. It's sort of like a pinch from the universe saying, we know you thought this is the way that you should go and that it would look like this if you did, and that your ideas were sound, but we actually have something much better. There's going to be long-term benefits. And to not get too caught up and that it didn't work out the way that you had hoped, not beat yourself up about it. See, the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Yes. So free up your energy this week, message 3. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Make it a priority. De-stress in the best ways that work for you so that you can clear your mind, regain your strength, and receive some messaging about how to move forward in a way that's going to bring big, happy changes to your family life and your financial life. And back into, wholeness and centeredness and joy again. It really does feel like it's on the table for you guys. For everybody, really, this week. I'm going to leave that there. I hope that you guys all have a beautiful week. Take care. Hello, message 4. What do my beautiful message fours need to know going into this week? What kind of energy is showing up for message 4? Ooh, thought we were going to have some jumpers, but no. Opportunity. Wow. This whole week is opportunity. Opportunity. And there's gold coins falling from above, right? So this could be connected to financial opportunity for some of you, but sometimes that's just more of a metaphor of opportunities for something that you really wanted, desired. It could even be a relationship for some of you is about to show up for you. And it looks quite positive based on this card, but we'll see what else comes out with that. Okay, health. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Okay, so to me, because we've got opportunity here and then we've got health, I feel like it's more metaphorical than that. Yes, some of you might very much benefit from starting an exercise program, right? Because it always makes us feel better, releases endorphins, keeps us feeling strong, healthy, centered, grounded, all the good things. But with the many new friendships on the horizon attached to this as well, it feels like there might be some sort of opportunity for connection by way of joining a fitness place or in general, your overall health of your life, financially, emotionally, fiscally is about to change and shift, right? Like that's more of the general vibe I get with this. But again, quite literally, some of you, and I think really truthfully, all of us benefit from taking good care of our physical body. We tend to feel better mentally and emotionally as well. But there does feel like some connections could happen, positive connections as a result of you like joining a gym or something for some of you. This is general, so that won't speak to all of you. But yeah, I feel like this health is an opportunity. It's connected in a broader sense to your whole life, like generally feeling like your life is in good health, like in all different areas. We'll see what else comes out with that. These cards are very tricky to shuffle. They're very slippery and stiff, and I don't have very big hands. Bear with me, guys. Okay, we've got the first one, and it flipped up as well. All right. So first card, 2 of Ariel. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Okay, that health balance opportunity. You might even have an opportunity to not have to do multiple things all at once just to make ends meet or to feel like you've got things going for yourself, like in a balanced way. Opportunity for this kind of balance to be showing up for you. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. And, with that health, like mental health, emotional health, physical health, when we feel good, we do good. So there's definitely a connection there as well. But where might you be feeling a little imbalanced right now? And I feel like, there's a bit of a heads up from spirit, from the universe saying, work on your physical health because it'll make you feel better and be able to balance and juggle things better. But I also feel like for some of you, there might be opportunity to not have to be doing so much. We'll see. Okay, 5 of Gabriel in the challenge position, and it says a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you, right? And they're working on a puzzle down there, trying to put the pieces of a puzzle together. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to see things more clearly this week, to make better connections, to resolve and bring this balance in, but it has been a challenge. And withdrawing from the drama of others, allowing, kind of telling yourself, not my monkey, not my circus would be a really good idea for a lot of my message fours this week. Sort of like, I didn't cause it. It's not my problem to solve. I'm walking away. I have my own stuff to deal with. Yeah, have patience with yourself and those around you, not leaning into the conflicting energy, frustrating energy, conflict and drama around others. Really good idea for you guys. I feel like it probably, you might be a quite empathic person if you chose message 4. I feel like it really affects you more than the average person. All the more reason to be mindful of what you allow yourself to get involved in. Yep, peace. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. I love that. Actually love that. This is like your piece of advice from spirit. That's the position this card comes out in, bringing you peace. So it does feel like your energy is a bit swirly, imbalanced, too much going on, maybe trying to solve problems for everybody else when it's really not yours to solve, and you shouldn't have to be too worried about it. Like carrying their load, making it your problem, letting go that go. So I really do think that maybe for some of you, this health is like sort yourself out first, body, mind, soul, and exercise is one way that will really help you to do just that. I also can't shake the fact that I think for some of you, if you join a gym, you're going to make connections that are really positive. Either way, time to release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Opportunities are going to come in once you disconnect. I feel like from other people's junk and crap and drama, I also feel like some of you are going to be able to have more freed up time. I feel like there might be opportunities for some of you by way of almost like a pay raise or up leveling in your career or something that makes it so that you don't have to be so busy and working so hard all the time. Yeah, it feels like that for some of you. Okay, the Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. Nice. Windfall of some sort, right? Opportunity, golden opportunities. But it does require you to make sure that you're feeling really good physically, mentally, emotionally. I feel like there's a need to make a particular type of connection or friendship that's going to help grow this. And bring yourself back into balance and peace. And then you're going to act upon these plans that you create, like that puzzle piece energy, bringing it all together. I think you're a leader of some type too. Message 4, even if you're not currently acting as such, you're somebody who has really good leadership ability. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. Nice. And Gabriel is always connected to the arts and communication, creative thinking, passionate type of energy. And maybe you've been feeling quite depleted. Right. And so one of the simplest things you could do is make your health a priority, your physical health, because again, it has that trickle down effect to your mental health and your emotional health. I know I keep reiterating it, but it just seems like more than the average person, it would really, really benefit you. I don't know why either here, message 4, but I'm really noticing the numbers just all of a sudden, right? We've got 13, 3, 2, and 5, which doesn't seem like they go together, but 13 in numerology becomes a 4. So 2, 3, 4, and then 5. It's like steps. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, right? Releasing this challenge. That happened in one of the other messages too, and I feel like it's a thing for you as well, right? Because in numerology, you always go down to a single digit. 13 would become the 4. There's something to that to keep in mind, following the steps in that order, I think, here for some of you. Yes, either way, you've got really good opportunistic energy, and your piece of advice from spirit is to definitely make your physical health a priority, because it will help you feel better in all ways. And I think maybe even for some of you, you'll feel that endorphin release, that rush that you get when you're feeling really good and you've had a good workout. I feel like it'll help you disconnect from the drama from others too in some kind of way. It's like see it through a different perspective and lens and be like, why am I worried about this? This is not my junk to solve or my problems to solve. I'm moving away from that because I have bigger fish to fry. Prioritize self-care, right? Really connected to that initial energy of overall health. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with this. And I really don't think there's much else I need to say. Make you and your overall health, mental well-being a priority. Do all the things. because it's only going to bring you into more positive energy, more balance, more discernment, more creative thinking, and this beautiful opportunistic energy that's bringing in luxuriousness and abundance and peace. And it feels like finally for some of you. All right, message 4. I'm going to leave that there. I hope all of you guys have the most amazing week. Take care, guys.